Welcome back, everybody, to Just Create episode 7. It's actually been a minute since I've played this, but I've been playing something else here for a little while. So let's do something today. I want to get some early game storage kind of ready to go. These chests are kind of becoming a problem. I want something similar to AE if we can get it. And luckily, Create has an option for us now. Let's take a look at it. So, believe it or not, we'll do it right here. This is temporary. I have an idea for later. I have this big old thing in the back of the base, but I want to create this good old-fashioned thing here. So, what we'll do is we'll put a barrel right here on the front. And I believe we have to pop that sucker in, because what it's going to do is after we request something, it will take it out of the vault. And then it will package it, unpackage it into here. And then kind of the same way, we'll take out of the barrel and then put back into the item vault. So this will be where our requested items will go. And this is where everything we want to put in goes. And then we can throw some chutes on here. And the stock ticker. Set a mob or a blaze burner next to this block to use it. Why don't we use a blaze burner? Why not? No packagers linked. Interesting. Oh, that's not how that works. So my question becomes this. What happens if I do that? I may need a lever. Let's see. Should have gone in. Interesting. This should be how it works. Let me do a little bit of research, but it should have worked. So it was just a miscalculation on my part. We actually need one of these stock links. We click it onto the stock ticker, and we just need to put it on this packager. And then let's say I want 8 of these. And look at that. It drops right in here for us. And then if we want to put it back, not like that. Then if we want to put it back in, it goes in. Now we have our 37 again. So now what we can do is we can dump a bunch of stuff in here. Theoretically. Oh, look at that. Okay. So the plan now is to just jump everything in here so I can get some inventory cleared and clean this place up a bit. All right. Well, I'll be back once I get it all cleaned up. There it is. There is all of our storage popped right in here. Now, a few things is I do want to take out these tools, though, like these crappy ones that I'll probably never use again. I think that would probably be a smart idea just to save up some room. Boom. And honestly, we're just going to trash these. So I can always make a better. Oh, I do have a better hoe. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that iron one versus all of that crappy stuff that I had. But look at that. We're all kind of tidied up a little bit. Honestly, probably want to move some of this stuff over, make it a little bit more accessible. Do something like that. And now we have much more room in here. Heck, I don't even need this barrel. I could have used it for crafting, to be honest with you. It's going to take me a minute to kind of get familiar with this, because this is where you take stuff out. This is where you put stuff in. So it's going to take me a little bit, but it shouldn't be that bad, to be honest with you. But yeah, so now we have some early game storage. I'm pretty excited about that. I kind of also want to, I love that we did this, but I do kind of want to go through and potentially make a slightly bigger base with some of the create stuff inside of it, make a steam engine, some stuff like that. But I'm going to take a look at that real quick, see what we're going to get ourselves into for the rest of the episode. All right, so believe it or not, before I even want to try to get into steam engines or anything like that, I think it's probably about time that we make some precision mechanisms, because it'll make life easier pretty much. With this precision mechanism right here, I can go through and create a rotational speed controller, which is as much more compact, like the gear ratio thing that I built over there. But then I also want to make the mechanical arm in order to automate the steam. So maybe it's a little bit too much, but it's kind of what I'm trying to do. So I just kind of hooked this in kind of temporarily, hopped off of this cog wheel, and then do a gearbox right here. Thank goodness we have enough stress for it too. So, but we're going to do this. So per precision mechanism, we're going to need 15 small cogwheels. And then we're also going to need 15 large cogwheels. No, I lied. Actually, we only need 10 because we need one mechanical arm and one rotational speed controller. But you know what? I'm cool with it. We'll have an extra one just to play around with. So what I'm wanting to do is now, let's make our hoppers. Oh, I have the chest in my inventory. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Cool. So now what we can do is go boom, boom, boom. We're going this way, and the precision mechanism wants small cogs, then large cogs, then iron nuggets. Small cog, large cog, iron nugget. And the only other thing that we need, I believe that is a gold sheet. So we'll need some gold to make this sucker. Shouldn't be terribly difficult. So we're going to go ahead and make 3 of these. The problem is we're going to have to do this over and over again. And I'm not going to make you guys watch that process, because I'm literally just going to sit here and do it manually instead of setting up like an automation for it. In the future, yes, we will, but not right now. All right. So it should be, you throw one down, it's going to hit the small cog, then the big cog, then the iron. Then what I can do is take it, throw it back down, and do this 5 times and do it technically 3 times. So I'm going to sit here and do this for a little while, and we should have our precision mechanisms. It should be done. Precision mechanism. So this can be used on like a rotational speed controller, and we'll just need one more for a mechanical arm. Oh my god, I think this is like one of the first times I've actually made one, just because I've never really needed it. I didn't really know how cool these things were until, man, probably a few weeks ago. And well, here we are. We actually got one. So I'm gonna go through and make the other 2. But yeah, I am so glad I made 3. I didn't have it recorded up, but this last one right here, the last one I threw down, didn't make one. It's only an 80% chance. The other 20% chance is just random stuff, and it gave me another andesite alloy. So I'm glad I made 2. All right, let's make these, and let's take a look at that steam generator. All right, I actually have everything I need ready to go. Here's our rotational speed controller. And boom, there's our mechanical arm. Take a look at this sucker. Doesn't that just look cool? You kind of have to, I want to say, yeah, there you go. So that's where we would extract from, and then this is where we would deposit from. Technically, I can use this to actually automate this process, but yeah, I think it's punch. Yeah, punch gets rid of it. So yeah, we're going to use this to actually right-click on the blaze burners with maybe some charcoal for right now, but we'll probably change it to a lava bucket. I believe that works. I don't know. Honestly, I don't do a whole lot of smelting. Let me grab a bucket. Let's see if a lava bucket actually does work on the blaze burner. It does, and that sucker lasts a while. Okay. Ooh. We may do some lava. We may have to set up a little lava farm. Ooh. And we may just do charcoal for right now, just to get ourselves some some steam power, some pretty good stuff. So anyway, we're going to go through and we're going to get that set up probably in the next one. We probably need a bigger house first. That's probably the best idea. And we'll put some of this stuff inside of it. Not all of it, just some of it. All right, everybody. I went through and we're going to try to get some stuff set up today. So first up, we're going to need some lava generation. So I'm going to set some of this lava down. Actually did need that. I'm going to need that. And I do want to cover this up just to be safe. Throw a torch on it. All right. So with that, we can then put our dripstone underneath. And so my plan is for this right here to be a tank. Let's see. Let's go. Do we already have lava? Oh my gosh, that was quick. All right. And all of this underneath is going to be the pipes, which I do not have in my inventory. Put them in a chest over here because my inventory is getting cluttered. And the tanks, cool. So all of those will be the pipes. They will then go into, I want a 4 tall tank. And then we'll do another one of, not that exactly. Can I rotate this? No. There we go. All right. And then we will take our spout, put the spout right there. And what that's going to do is on top of a depot, it's going to fill a lava bucket. Once we get all this set up, and I'll probably just set up some really small water wheels just to get them going. But this is going to pull the lava out of here into this tank. This tank will send it into the spout using the pump. That will go down and fill a singular bucket with lava. The mechanical arm will then take the bucket and then place it into the blaze burners underneath our steam engine, which will be right here. Haven't really decided where I want the blaze burners at. Probably do something like this where they're kind of diagonal, like one here and here, and then we'll put the, I figured we'd do a full 4 tall tank like this. Boom. And then we will put our water source back here. I don't think it actually matters exactly where they are. We'll probably do it that way, just so we don't have to do anything crazy. Okay. So that's kind of how the setup's going to go. I'm going to go through and try to get some stress to these pumps and this one right here, because we'll need one pumping water into there like that. So I'm going to get some stress set up and we'll see if we can get these suckers up and running. All right, so I finally got this sucker going. Plenty of lava. However, it came out pretty darn messy. I can't lie. I needed 4 water wheels here, and then over here I think I needed 2 for each of these pumps, and then all of this is running off of 4 because I wanted this sucker to go nice and fast, and this guy also. I really would love to speed it up one day, but that day's not today. I am supplying it enough water for a level 6, but we don't have enough blaze burners at the moment. But right now it's running, which is pretty darn cool. Now, my thought is, I want to see if this works. We put that sucker on. Okay. And so we can crank this up, right? Does it need something? Like a large cogwheel? Oh. Yeah, that sucker is running. Holy crap. Interesting, which means this is going to be double, which is a lot. Look at that hand crank. Oh my gosh. There we go. That's running at 2,000. And we're making a good amount. We're making 32. The question becomes, what happens when I hook up the mechanical crafters? Let's grab some. What happens when I do this? Oh. I swear. Oh, not where I wanted it. Each of these are doing 512, or the whole thing is doing 512. I'm not sure. And then we need to hook this bad boy up. That's going to be the fun part, is hooking this one up. Okay, well, this one looked a little bit janky as well, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't like to use gearboxes when I don't have to. Currently don't have a whole lot of materials, but this sucker's running. I'd like to put like a stressometer or something on here just to check. But I would like... What's the thing that's... Oh, this is the one making all the noise. Interesting. But we have this cool little thing here. I got to put some attribute filters on these, but pretty much I can just throw stuff in here to make plates, and we'd have plates down there. Pretty interesting. Now the plan is just to kind of make it look good. So this is using 2000. That's using 1000. I can't tell if this whole thing is using 512 or what, but I would like to also send this down. I'm thinking about building a basement to do all like the crushing wheels and like a gravel farm and all that. But this part is actually going to be inside of the base, and that's kind of the plan, is to kind of go through, and this is the stuff that I want inside. Like, this is the stuff that I use the most. Not necessarily the most, obviously the mechanical crafter, but I figured honestly, why not? Probably be easiest to have it inside. And then we can put everything else down with our storage system over there, and just pretty much anything else that we need inside of our base, like our bed and all that. And we're pretty much going to build it down here in this spot, kind of in the low-lying area. I think that would probably be the best idea. But yeah, interesting. I did find out that I needed a brass funnel here with the empty bucket to make sure that everything is working. But we're producing so much lava, we can actually use this for other things in the future. We can use this lava to create andesite. Actually, you can use gravel and flint to make andesite. So I think that's kind of the game plan going forward, but we have steam and it's completely automated. There's nothing I have to do now. It's got its lava. It's done. I can actually upgrade it even further. I would have to pump up this this pump right here in order for us to actually get more water for a really high level. And you can see right there where it says boiler status level 2, and you can kind of see it's a little bit more pale on the second tick mark on size, water, and heat. That pretty much means that we have all of our steam generators, or these steam engines right here working. And if we had it just one engine, even though it says we have 32,000 SU, we would actually only be outputting 16. So we have a ton of SU to play with, and that's kind of the plan instead of this gigantic water wheel fiasco. So, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's really ugly. Maybe one day we'll get it kind of sorted out. But I'm going to go through in the in-between episodes and start trying to get an idea on how we're going to build our base, what I want in it, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I think that's actually going to be it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.